Hey y'all, this is part 2 in this little series that I'm putting together on hatching Muscovy ducks from eggs. Today we're looking at candling and monitoring some early progress. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to use. They have egg candlers available, but in all honesty they're kind of a glorified flashlight. So what I normally do is I use a little flashlight like this, and I hold my hand kind of near the edge, and I put the egg on my hand. But today, since I'm filming and I need both hands, or I've got these pieces of irrigation tubing that I cut and then just sort of stretched around the flashlight. And so I'm going to stick this in a brick, and then I'll be able to hold the egg right on top of this opening, and the light should be enclosed just to the egg. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so here we are now at the nest. This is our oldest, JD. She is sitting on 9 or 10 eggs, not quite sure exactly how many yet. And what we're gonna do, it depends on how comfy your duck is with you. JD is about the tamest Muscovy duck you're ever gonna see. So she doesn't mind if I snag an egg for a minute. And what I'm gonna do is just gently, carefully reach underneath, find an egg, and then I'm gonna as quickly as I can, because we don't want them to cool down, I'm gonna put it onto the flashlight. That's pretty good. Okay, so what we can see, and it's not perfect, so I might try this again with just my hand, but what we can see is there are definite veins. My camera is really struggling to focus. That's a little better. There's definitely veins, and we definitely see sort of like a dark object. That's going to be our embryo in development. And you see movement. All of those things are pretty critical at this point. If you don't see all of those things happening, then your eggs probably aren't developing. A regular egg just kind of looks like a yellowy, clear fog. So when you look at a regular egg, you won't see any of those things. You won't see veins, you won't see like an intense dark spot, and you won't see movement. These eggs are about a week old, a little bit longer maybe, and this is just the first video. We'll do another candling in another week or two, and we'll go over some things about what you should be seeing, what you hope to see. But this is the technique for candling that is very cheap. You don't need any special equipment. It's pretty accurate. And then also, when we're in these first stages, to keep track of how many you have or which ones you have candled, you can use a pencil and just make a little X on the air portion, the little air sac inside of the egg. Oh, see, check that out. So that is an undeveloping egg. That means that this one was not fertilized. But what you can do, there's an air cell on the inside of every egg, should be, and where that air cell is or develops, it's going to be really bright. So you can make a little pencil mark, and then you'll know that if you put that egg back, that it's developing, and you pull it back out again, you see the pencil mark, and you say, oh, I've already checked this one, so it doesn't count if I'm trying to keep a count. Otherwise, to know exactly how many your duck is sitting on, you're probably going to have to wait for them to take a break and then count how many are there. Otherwise, it's not worth disturbing the mom and potentially upsetting the process. So that is our first and early video on candling eggs for Muscovy ducks. If you are raising eggs yourself. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hopefully all of that was clear and helpful.